is it just a story? Isn't that what many times people think when they think of Easter? It's a beautiful story. And it's interesting that in the very gospel that we proclaim this Easter, there's a realization that was from the very beginning. The women were Mary Magdalene, Joanna, and Mary, the mother of James. The others who accompanied them also told this to the apostles, but their story seemed like nonsense, and they did not believe them. Their story seemed like nonsense, but they did not believe them. It took a while, even for these, the earliest witnesses to the risen Jesus, to take in what had happened and to move it beyond just a story to the very realization that the one who had been crucified is no longer dead but alive. And secondly, I think this is a very second part to that story, that what happened to Jesus is what is to happen to us. That's really where it gets to be the difficulty for some. This Jesus who rose from the dead 2,000 years ago, it sounds like a nice story. Now, the gospel continues after that line about their story seemed like nonsense, but they did not believe. But then it said, but Peter got up and ran to the tomb, bent down and saw the burial cloths alone. Then he went home amazed at what had happened. Now, it said he went down, bent down into the tomb and saw the burial cloths alone. Well, obviously he was expecting to see those burial cloths wound around somebody called Jesus, a dead body. But he didn't see it. The cloths are by themselves. Actually, St. John mentions these cloths as being sort of folded neatly to the side, as though somebody had gotten up from bed and made their bed and left the tomb or left the bed. But it says Peter did not think it was nonsense. He went home amazed at what had happened. My dear friends, as a Christian community throughout the world celebrates this observance, the weight of evil and horribleness going on in the world weighs on us. We have to be honest with ourselves. It sort of poses the question, Jesus, if you rose from the dead, why are there bombings going on in Ukraine? Why is there suffering in Africa? Why is there this and that? We keep asking that question. And Jesus is really saying to us from the grave, please remember, my dear friends, your human existence you must make your own passion. I did. I took upon myself a human nature and a human existence, and that implied that I had to deal with the injustice of our human existence that is so often not caused by God. Oh, it's not caused by God. It's caused by human beings doing this to each other. But realize, hold on to the hope that in my death, passion, suffering, and resurrection, there is a sign and guarantee to you of something more that is revealed. The women went to the tomb. They found the stone rolled away because they thought, well, how are they going to get in? They entered into the tomb, but they did not find the body of the Lord Jesus. While they were puzzling over this, behold, two men in dazzling garments appeared to them. They were terrified and bowed their faces to the ground. These messengers said to them, why do you seek the the living among the dead. He is not here. He has been raised. He is not here. He has been raised. Christ is risen. Christ is truly risen. For those of us who believe in this marvelous message, we too will enjoy the glory of his resurrection, and we hold on to that faith amidst the difficulties in our lives. A blessed and a happy Easter to all of you.